What is good, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here today. Let's just get right into the video. And so today's video, you guys, is about a question that I've been really thinking about. And I really realized that all my thoughts about what I think I should be doing and how I should be doing it, and I start letting things flow through me when I stop asking this one question. And the question that most of us ask is why? When I stopped asking myself why this was happening, why my situation was like that, why did I act out in that way, why did my SP treat me like this, why? When we ask ourselves why, you guys, we are always feeling the need to ask why because we think that we can fix what already is. And when you think that you could fix what already is, you are confirming that that is the way that it is and that you agree with it. And so when you feel the need to fix something, you are consistently agreeing with that's the way that it is. So your attention is not on what you want it to be or what you want to be or what you want your SP to be, what you want your situation to be like. So this is the basis of why the 3D is not important. But when you ask why as to why things are like that, then we start digging because we think that we have to attach a story or a meaning to a thought or a this or a that. And I get it because that is the way that we evolve as humans, and we learn things through asking questions. But asking questions as to what is or what has already been playing out in the 3D that we already know is dead because we are asking why to something that's a shadow or something that has already been from past thoughts instead of focusing on what we want them to be and consistently being there, or just watching the thoughts go by without trying to place a specific meaning onto it, or trying to place a, oh, that's why this is like that, or that's why that is like that, instead of just being neutral about it and saying, I don't have to pick up that thought and attach a meaning to it. This is why a lot of us stay in that old paradigm, or we fall back into those spaces and it seems effortlessly, but it's by our need to know why, instead of trusting ourselves and trusting that we are source and trusting that we too know the way to get to where it is that we want to be. And so I have been finding out lately that why for me is just a moot point. It really is, because I can't be over here in my new life or my new reality or focused on what I already want or what I do technically have already if I'm over here wondering why my SP is doing that. Why am I not making more money? Why this? Why that? I have to choose to see it from a different perspective. And as we talked about, looking at things from a different perspective is what changes that situation and changes the present moment, because all we have is this present moment, and at any time you can be anywhere in the world. You guys, I tell you this all the time, you could be anywhere in this world in your mind. So by you asking why and trying to fix what has played out in your 3D, it really is like, why apply more energy towards that when I could just either revise it, or I can only start focusing on now, the way that I see myself now, the way that I see my SP treating me now, the way that I see my money situation now. I can choose to see it differently right now in this moment, and that is the truth for me. That is the way my reality is, because imagination is the true reality. All right. So it's not necessarily about how, why, when, and we start getting into all these questions is why we are confirming our old reality is the way that it is. Because it's like, well, yes, it is the way that it is because I, have to fix this. I have to make it into what I want it to be. So you're affirming that. You're just affirming that. All right. So asking why when you get to a point where you're like, just say with SP, say with your SP, you're like, oh my gosh, he's treating me terrible. Why is this? Why is that? Why do I feel like I need to do that? Why do I feel like this is a problem that I need to fix? Why is it a problem that you need to fix? Because there are no problems. You just choose the reality where there's no problems. You just choose the version of them that is not problematic. You just choose to see them differently by seeing yourself differently in the situation, by seeing yourself as, oh, I just chose wrong, or oh, I just decided that I wanted something else. And you start viewing it from that point of view of whatever it is that you would like to see it, that you would like to see yourself in that situation, you would like to see that person in that situation, and then you stay there. You don't go over here trying to figure it out, because there you can't fix what's already out here. You cannot, you guys. And I'm telling you, when I just cut the why from my mind, I was like, why do I even need to know that? What is so important about this situation that I need to know that? Because when we're up against situations that do seem dire to us, those experiences that we really are having, we're like, oh my gosh, I need to fix this. But you're just forgetting that you're playing a game. You're forgetting that you're playing a game. And so you really need to lean out and be more of the observer and just watch the thoughts pass by, but not attach a meaning onto them. That's the best thing you can do for yourself, is not to place heavy specific meaning on it. But if you do have to give it a meaning, why not make it a good meaning? Why not make that your SP not treating you good is that, oh, I have an opportunity to show myself that I am the God of my reality. Why can't you look at it like that instead of like, let me fix that situation? Because that doesn't come from a place of power. But if you look at it as, oh, I have an opportunity to show and to express that I am the God of my reality, that gets me more excited than anything, right? If I look at my money situation and I'm like, okay, well, why is this happening? And why is that happening? And blah, 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 blah. Because why takes us down a path to more and more and more of like what it is that we don't want. So if I'm looking at my money situation and I'm like, why is it this? Why is that? I have no time to focus on ideas. I have no time to focus on my creativity. But if I can change my perspective and say, I have an opportunity to show that I am God of my reality, or I have an opportunity to show that I am control, that I know that I'm control, that I have control of this situation, and the way that I'm going to control it is in my mind and see it the way that I want to see it. I only have time to focus on what's happening now, because over here now, in this moment now, the only moment that I am abundant. I have the money that I need to have. I can only focus on that right now. Like, I have no space for that. I have no space to figure out what's already happening in the 3D. All right? So, you guys, asking why is what takes you down a path to what you do not want. Consistently combing over that, consistently dissecting it, because you're the only one placing the meaning on it. Because everything in this reality has no inherent meaning but the meaning that we give it. So, why not choose to give it the meaning that most benefits you for a higher version of yourself? All right, for the way that you are seeing yourself right now in this moment, because I want you guys to truly understand it's not the future, it's not the past, it is the now. How do you see it now? From every moment to moment to moment to moment to moment, it's now, 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 now. I really want you guys to like get into this habit where you're like, okay, if your mind does go there, but now what am I thinking? Okay, but now what am I thinking? Okay, but now what am I thinking? But now what am I being now? What am I perceiving now? That's all that matters, is what are you perceiving now? And the more you keep turning away from like asking why, the more you're going to be settled into I am, I am, I am, I am. I hope you guys see that this is it's a constant of realization that I am in control, that I am control, that I have the control. That yes, that's just one little aspect of a million and one versions of how this could play out. So why can I not just see it in a way that I want to see it? All right. You have more power than you think, you guys, and I really want to remind you of that. I want to get on here and make these videos every day to let you know that you are powerful and that you are in control and that you are the control. You're the one that's holding all of this, your reality, into place. Do not forget that, all right? So, you guys, imagination is always on your side, of course, and I am too. Bye.